Well, hello everyone and welcome to Long Beach for the 5th round of the 2015-16 KSR Formula E Series season. We are here at the historic Long Beach circuit, getting ready for what is set to be a very interesting round 5 of the championship. And the big question of today is, can anyone break EMAT's streak of wins? Can anyone break it today? But it's been quite a long time before the last race. So a lot has changed since there's actually been a lot of changes to how they line up going into this race. For example, to go you through some of the changes. Firstly, the first change that happened was Emma King has left the Kingfisher team and is no longer part of the team. She left with immediate effect, and in her place has come former CRC driver. He didn't do many races, but did have some pace. James Bell. He is going to be driving the Kingfisher for the rest of the season. And then we've got two major drivers have left, but because they got called up by CRC teams. Firstly, Bex Howie got a drive in CRC, so she can obviously feel proud about that, but that means that there was a vacant seat in the KSR Formula E Series. There is a vacant seat. And then that seat went to a CRC driver that it seems that a lot of people have forgotten about, since she couldn't make the 2013 grid, and then a lot just seemed to disappear into obscurity. But she is in the KSR Formula E Series, we're being told, for the rest of the season. And this is Alice Thompson. So she will be driving the Helix for the rest of the season. And then the other change was Jack Baldwin getting a CRC, returning to CRC to actually the seat he initially left. So Jack Baldwin will be driving this, will not be driving the KSR Formula E Series because he's gone to Gindana, and in his place has become CGP3 driver, who will still the 2015 CGP3 champion, who's racing CGP2 as well this year, but still be doing the rest of the season, and will be just doing this alongside his CGP2 duties. And that really helps him, because that means he can race alongside. That means he can race alongside many CRC, former CRC drivers, which might really help him. If he does well against these, then he could really help himself with a CRC, get a CRC drive by doing this. Now, to let everyone know, my commentary may be a little bit off today, because not going to go into the details, but I've got a bit of a sore mouth that sometimes hurts when I speak. I tried to find someone else to commentate, but I couldn't, or at least for practice anyway. That is why James commentated on the final Winter League race on Thursday. But I did try to ask someone if they're able to commentate, but They haven't actually responded yet. At least for practice anyway, so it looks like, so I'm just going to have to do it for practice. I mean, but hopefully it should be better, so I should easily be able to do it for the when the CRC season gets underway next week. And also, just to let you all know, that tomorrow evening the plan is I'm going to do a preview stream of the new season. I actually need to ask people if they're available for that, but we're going to do a preview stream of the new season. The session is about to get underway here in Long Beach. Here we go. We're ready for the session to get underway. And the session is underway, the half-an-hour session for the practice. And first out on track we have the EMAT. So we're looking at Peter James now. Of course, the current championship leader. He is coming off the back of 3 consecutive wins. Of course, it was George Chandler who won the opener in Beijing. As you're currently looking at Peter James, this new helicopter camera which will be in place for this race. As with all other KSR divisions. And it's got a really theme park feel, this place. It's a really good place. All the drivers have enjoyed it so much here at Long Beach. And it's a really good place as Peter heads into the final hairpin. It's a quite tight hairpin. Now I'm just going to take you through a lap if I can actually find the corner names. So up Shoreline Drive, I know this is. There's someone next in the pits. Then into turn 1, which there is a very high curve. Then up Aquarium Way into the South Chestnut place. There Peter James is passing. Now into turn 4. No name for this road. Now into turn 5. Now up West Shoreline Drive. Underneath that fantastic sculpture. Up towards turn 6. Then in with the kink of turn 7 immediately following. And now up towards turn 8. And now up the longest straight on the track, in inverted commas, because Shoreline Drive is effectively a straight east shoreline. But it's king. East Seaside Way, up towards turn 9. Then into turn 10 and then into the hairpin. Now up the main straight. And it's... So what's the first time of the weekend going to be for Peter James? A 1:28.653. And here looking at Scott McLean. He goes up into second place. But Jade Varnish has now gone. Reese Jeffries is now on top of the timesheets. Yellow flag in section. Oh, we got a car! That's batteries are on fire. That is Ellen Oakley, who's had a problem with the engine, I'm presuming. That was. Looks like all the wheels are still on the car, so it looks like there's a problem with the engine. Let's have a look at what actually happened. So, she heads into the corner, and it just cuts out. And that's the end of her session. And that is the end of the session for the Robinson Sports driver. We have a weird order at the moment. A lot of teams drivers have come into traffic though. As George Charnock goes up into 4th place in the MAT. EMAT. Alice Thompson currently goes up into 3rd. Now here we're looking at Tomasz Moskowicz heading into the final corner to cross the line. He goes up in... He's actually only starting a lap. Up to turn 1. Then into 2, 3 and 4. They all tend to avoid that curve because it can cause, actually act as like something that slows the car, a brake for the cars. That's what it's designed to do. To stop cars from cutting. We're seeing quite an unusual order so far. Everyone's set a time except Ellen Oakley, who's not going to set a time. Because of that power unit, powertrain failure. With all the cars heading into the pits. Georgia Johnson goes up into second. Oh, what's happened there? Now James Bell moves up to second. Here's George Chandler. Who heads into the pits. Quite a crammed up pit lane this is. Sutil into the pits. And now in comes James Casey. Only 14th and 15th for MAC at the moment, but they are quite early out on track now. Peter James is out there now. Let's see what he can do on this next lap, because now he's on with fresh power. In this electric racer. Through Shoreline Drive. Go up to turn 1. Aquarium Way. Up to the South Chestnut Place. Into turn 4 now, into turn 5. Into 6, 9 to 7 and 8. This is turn 8. It's looking like a good lap so far from Peter James. Up to 9. Into 10 and 11. And across the line, Peter goes. Where's this going to put him? Puts him only 6th. The championship leader's struggling a touch this weekend. Here's George Chandler. Chandler heading up towards turn 1. Let's see what he can do on this lap, because I'm pretty sure he's capable. Peter James has actually now gone to the top now. See what George Chandler can do in the other EM80. He's on a good lap. Only 13, 14. Here's Flora Mackay. Here heading into the final corner. He's about to cross the line. So where's Flora Mackay going to go? She doesn't actually improve on this lap. It's very interesting to see all these times, but it's going to be very interesting. I think it could be a very interesting race later, because we've got a lot of drivers are up there, and also all the new drivers for this weekend. The new KSR Formula E drivers are looking quite good. Here you're riding on board with James Bell in his Kingfisher car. Eamon has gone up into 5th place. As James Bell goes into the final corner. And across the line he goes. He doesn't improve on his previous time. Eamon's on a good lap. Seeing a lot of action right now in this practice session. Now heading up towards turn 9, into 10. Here comes Arab Eamon into turn 11. Let's see what Arab is going to be able to do on this lap. He's going to cross the line, but he's down on his previous best at the moment. He doesn't manage to actually improve on that. But James Casey's on a good lap in his Casey car. "10 minutes left of the session. He goes up to 5th, so James Casey. George Chalmers really struggling. Scott McLean heads into the pits. George Chandler now heads back into the pits. It's a very cramped pit lane. Some cars are having problems finding their own garage. And that won't be a problem coming qualifying in the race. Because the race they won't go into garages and qualifying. There'll only be 5 cars. So McKay into the pits. You're looking at Holly Steele, who looks like she's about to improve her lap time. No, she's pitting. Seven minutes left to go. Got 5 minutes left of the session to go. Minto's improving on his lap. Here's George Chandler, let's see what he can do. Up towards turn 1. You may be wondering why they are not going right to the right there. Is because that bit's actually the pit exit and it's classed as track extending if the drivers use that piece. So they will get a penalty if they use it. But here is George Chandler about to improve his current lap. Seeing what he can do. He's got an electromagnetic car ahead. Trying to improve on his lap. Heading into the final path of that. Into the final corner. Ready to cross the line. He goes 9th, but still that's not good enough. And Moskowitz just improved into 9th place. It's a really good corner, that corner is, with the curbs. You can really carry a lot of speed into it. Steel's looking a little bit off. Bit of debris there. Front wing from someone. Can't quite tell what colour that bodywork is. I'm not sure who that might be from. It's from a De Cesares. Somehow Moskowitz has been off. Let's see what actually happened to him then. So let's see what actually happened to him then. Oh, That curve, for some reason, acted as a wall. It's not been doing that for everyone else. Basically acted as a wall there for most of it. Just took the wing off. That will deter people from taking that. With 20 seconds left on the clock now. Casey goes after second. So a very interesting practice we're seeing here today. So a bit of Casey debris there as well. That actually happened. She did the same thing as Tomasz Moskowicz did. But that is it for the practice session. It is Peter James who ends up fastest ahead of James Casey and Rhys Jeffries. Rhys Jeffries looking really good in the Electromagnetic Motorsports car. Well, some drivers struggling more than they would be expecting to. But that is it for the practice session. And join us in an hour's time when qualifying is going to get underway here in Long Beach. See you then. Goodbye.